Hey there, everybody, and welcome back to Black Arrow Gaming. I'm Bob, here for some more Age of Wonders 3. I'm going to be doing a lot of recording today. The plan is, because I'm going to be leaving around December 15th, or roughly like in mid-December there, whatever that Friday is, I'll be home with family for the holidays for the rest of the year. So, I'm going to try to get like 7 episodes done all in kind of one set. I'm not recording them all today, but I'm recording 4 of them today, planning to do 3 next week. If I did all the math right in my head, which is questionable at best, we're hoping to have about 7 episodes out between now and mid-December. So kind of like a marathon that I'm trying to put together, more or less as a way to say thank you guys for being so patient with me. I know I've been gone a lot of weekends because of the holidays. This just happens. I go visit family, and my family all lives in another town, so I basically just go live with my parents for a couple weeks. So, yeah, but in any case, there's going to be a lot of Age of Wonders coming soon, so I hope you guys are excited about that. This will be the first of 4 that I'm recording today, but the problem with this means that I won't be getting to the comments in between the next 2 sets, because by the time that you guys are commenting on the 4th episode that I record today, I'll have already been started recording on the new set. So basically, long story short, I have to make it through 7 episodes without your help. Um, and given some of the feedback I've gotten from you guys, that's going to make things more difficult because some of your feedback has been really, really helpful. And I want to start with that this week. From Blurry Intervision and Sarah Feingold both suggested I get Wild Hunt up as soon as possible. That is a great point for a few different reasons, and I'm going to start casting it now before I forget. But basically, as Sarah pointed out, Santa is out of the game. Another sorcerer is just like, tends to be pretty good. Well, actually, you guys can correct me if I'm wrong about this. Just because he's a sorcerer, I know he can cast Age of Magic, and Age of Magic has a chance of, or Age of Magic halves the cost of spells cast by the user. I don't know if it halves the cost of him disjuncting my spells, like my global spells. Does it make that cheaper for him too? Or is it just spells that he casts, not including disjuncting spells on the world map? Fill me in, because I'm actually not sure about that mechanic. But in any case, a lot of times sorcerers do tend to have more mana than others just because they need it. So having him out of the picture is just one less person to disjunct my stuff. But also, as Blurry Intervision pointed out, Wild Hunt is really going to help out over here because, as we found out in the last episode, the Dreadnought is pretty much surrounded by a river on all sides, with no way for me to get to them. But if I cast Wild Hunt, I can keep pushing west, hit this city, and then go north, and just float right across the river because it gives all my units floating. It also gives them all Strong Will, I think. Yeah, floating and Strong Will on all the casters' units except for machine and sea creature units. So, yeah, that's, I guess it just occurred to me why they can't have sea creatures, because you wouldn't want krakens floating out of the water. That'd be the worst. I guess it would look probably kind of like Eldritch Horrors, I guess. I don't know. That's what I imagine. Just a little more octopus-like. But yeah, so that'll be extremely helpful. I'm going to get that and reinforce it and try to make sure it's up by the time this army is ready to cross the river. They are going to have a fight this episode, but there's a few other comments and one other battle I need to take care of. Let's talk about the other comments. The first one comes from me. It was just something that I noticed after the last episode. I have taken over the North Pole, but I started producing merchandise and made the classic mistake, as I often do, of not selling class buildings. It's free money. I had some people asking me about this in a recent episode, but you can see income with produced merchandise, 161. If I sell something for 25 gold, income is still 161. So this does not interfere with produced merchandise. You just get that extra money, which is good, because it would have been an oversight if it did interfere with produced merchandise, because then there wouldn't be a point to selling buildings. So yeah, I will be making use of that. Then comments from you guys, from both Wayne Whitaker and Blurry Intervision. A great point with when the trolls were causing trouble, the ones that Mogwai snuck through and got back here. Twisting Roots would have been perfect for that battle because I was primarily fighting trolls with archers. There was no reason for me not to cast Twisting Roots there. It would have been extremely useful, and I probably would have lost a lot less units back there. So, good point there. From My Brain Hurts, said that I could use Stunning Touch while a unit is already stunned. I know you can stun units while they're already stunned if it's a secondary effect on abilities like the Storm Sister's primary range attack, which can stun enemies due to their inflict stun upgrade. But I wasn't sure about the touch attack. I was thinking Stunning Touch can only be used if the unit was not stunned on the same turn that it was used. So I was thinking I could not use Stunning Touch on the same unit by 3 Storm Sisters on the same turn if the first one or the second one succeeded. If it fails, you can try again, of course, but I was thinking if it succeeded and the timer was already at 2 turns of being stunned, I was thinking you couldn't do it again. But maybe I was wrong about that, so I'll try to remember to test that in combat. From Chris Lighthawk, might be able to get more XP out of Juggernauts and other Dreadnought units by hitting them with Storm Sister melee. That's a good point. Impregnable did some of the math on this and basically came up with, I think it was like roughly 11 or 12 times you could hit or strike a unit because of the way XP works in this game. Long story short, you got to check the wiki article about XP because it's complicated, and I've talked about it many times before. But basically, every enemy unit has so much XP it can give your units. When you hit them, like, if I say I hit one of the Juggernauts, the Juggernaut gives my unit some XP. But the Juggernaut can only do that so many times. Any unit can only do that so many times, and it depends on the tier of the unit. And I think for tier 4 units, it's like 12 times, or maybe it's 11. But I do know, like, it may be like 11 plus 12 for the killing blow. It's something like that. But basically, if I'm hitting these things with electricity, I'm killing them in way less than 11 hits because they're weak to it. But if I hit them with melee, I might be able to squeeze some more out of them. And I'm not 100% sure if that affects abilities, like if I use Stunning Touch, whether that counts down that counter. Because I think abilities like this are more like... well, I don't know. I don't know for sure, because I would have to go back and read the wiki article again. But I do know that as far as hitting them goes, I could probably get more XP, more mileage out of my Storm Sisters if I just smacked them to death while they were stunned, as opposed to shooting them with lightning bolts, which are going to kill them in a lot fewer hits. So, just wanted to talk about that a little bit. From Sarah Feingold and Blurry Intervision, well, we talked about that, Cast Wild Hunt. And then insert username Global Assault is up. Just an observation. Noticed that a Mogwai's units all evolved or got to gold rank at the same time. We could double check that to be 100% sure, but I would say that's quite likely. Yep, he's got Global Assault up. He's also got Hero Slaying up. That's... I'll have to be careful with that. The caster units get Hero Slayer. I am going to be fighting Mogwai on this turn. That's good to know. I'm going to have to be much more careful with that Orc hero that's hanging out in that area. I might have to use him more for support. Glad I checked that. And then, of course, the Necro's got some of their spells up. Shield of Dispassion is one that I really like. Your units gain +1 resistance unless flanked and +2 shields unless flanked. Yeah, that's a good one. Power Ritual. Undead units get +2 physical and poison damage. And then Whispers of the Fallen is just affecting the research, which should be more or less almost maxed out by now. And then Devout Slayer and Support Slayer. Ooh, Support Slayer could be bad, because I have a lot of Storm Sisters. I'll have to remember that the Necro has some nasty spells up, but I can't afford to disjunct them right now. Right now, getting Wild Hunt up is probably the most important thing. And that's all the feedback for now. So let's go ahead and jump right into it. The first thing I want to take care of is this situation here. Now, the enemy has sort of left themselves, Mogwai left his units in kind of a weird position because of the way the mountains and the water are positioned here. Initially, I was thinking about attacking this group, but that would require me to put a lot of stuff on the water, and I only have so many units that can float or fly. What I realized is that it's actually, or swim, I should say, but what I realized is that I think I could actually get more in if I bring this army from that corner over there. They can reach all the way to here. In fact, this guy, because he has Mountaineering and the Hunter, could get all the way to like that spot. I think I checked it before I started recording. So I think I'm going to pull them over and then try to loop some of my units all the way around, or partially around the mountains. Now, some of them can go on mountains. Some of them are going to be better at getting on to the mountain tiles themselves, but pretty much all of them can move to that spot. And some of them I can use these haste berries to run a loop around the city. So what I think I'm going to do with the haste berries is I'm going to get this spider over here, and then any other units that I need to loop all the way around. I am planning to pull these elves probably to this spot, I think, because I'm going to be attacking this group, and the group that loops around is going to want to come in on the road. And then I can get some hunters or anything with mountaineering to that spot. Yeah, this is how I'm going to do it. So all those guys can just come right over here. The army of anyone with like swimming that doesn't have mountaineering, so the orc, the two snakes, basically the good army is going to go stand on that. I want this spider to do the loop around with that one. And let's see, who else can cross the water there? It's going to be a mix of... It's going to pretty much be hunters, actually. So yeah, we can put those guys with them. Do I have a... I thought I had a... Huh, I was thinking I had a shaman in here somewhere, but I guess not. I got one here. That's okay. Well, having him there isn't bad, because he will be close to the snakes, so he can help with the friend animal. And I'll just pull 3 archers over to join them. So that's that bottom taken care of. Then I need to figure out who can reach here, who can reach here, and who needs to go all the way around. Now, I'm pretty sure this hunter could reach there because of mountaineering, but most of the other units can't. In fact, I don't know if any of them can. So that's going to just be him right there, I think. But better having 1 extra unit than no extra units, I suppose. We'll give the... Man, I was kind of thinking he would be able to make it, but yeah, I guess that's 3 mountain tiles, so now... Alright, we'll have him go with the spiders. And I'll have the Storm Sister, she can... Oh, hang on, she can... Okay, some of these units with 36 movement can get through, because they're only traveling... Oh, no, wait. No, I'm looking at the wrong spot. Yeah, they're... Never mind. Okay, so I'm going to have her go all the way around, because I definitely will want her in on this. I want to bring the more powerful units, the heavy hitters, but I think I can get almost everyone in on this regardless. Okay, there's a shaman and a hunter there. Those 2 can make it here. So I'll put them there. I knew I had a shaman in there somewhere. Those 2 can go there. We'll bring the other dread spider around. Probably. How many do I have left? 1, 2, 3. I have... Okay, I can get this guy here. Okay, that gets 3 there. Then I have 6 remaining. And some of them are going to go around, so I'll send... we'll keep this... We'll spread out one of the spiders, just to have webs up in more areas. I'm going to want maybe more units on this spot if I can fit them, because they're going to have to help with this fight afterwards based on where I'm attacking from. And I'll put the baby spider with the other big spiders, because it might be more easy to farm XP with them that way. Let's see, we got 2 units there. I can fit all of these guys here. Then they get the haste berries and loop around. And then I'm going to attack from this side, and they will be horribly surrounded. We'll just send the Storm Sister in for now and then reevaluate everyone's setup. This is only a probable victory. What the heck? I mean, he does have 4 Mana Core Riders and 2 Frost Elementals, and they're all gold rank, and holy crap. Yeah, they're all gold rank. That's going to make this suck. But there's not much that can be done for it other than attack. This is a frick ton of archers. Holy crap. Alright, well, I mean, if I let them close the distance... he's gonna spam that garbage. Alright, I'm gonna definitely lose some units over there because... Well, maybe. Maybe. I'm not a huge fan of how this has split my units up. But one side is getting hard rushed, which is a problem when surrounding units like this. They'll go hard after one side. The important thing is to group up all the units in the middle. So I'm just going to have these guys run as fast as they can to try to get involved in the fight. And then I'll have to adjust kind of like what I'm doing on the other side accordingly. Go ahead and smack that gate. Get that out of the way. And same with you. Get this one out of the way. Okay, and then I think he... Let's cast a spell with him. I'm gonna have him summon an ancestral spirit here to try to help me get out of a bad situation. That Storm Sister is kind of stuck. This guy can throw a curse and slow somebody down. Alright, I think I got an idea. This probably will not save all my units. Maybe I can, if I could get him to turn around and come after that snake, that would be good. Okay. You summon an ancestral spirit on this guy. Turn him around so that the Storm Sister can run. It's probably not going to matter, but I think I might just get her out of combat. As well as some of these other units that have no chance of... Yeah, I'm just going to pull them out of combat. There's no point in leaving them here to die. So she can go. Same thing with that longbow. He's going to get wrecked if he sticks around here. The shaman, I would really like to keep the shaman around. Or the priest. Because of curse. And I think I can make that work. If he moves here and then curses that Manicore Rider, nothing can hit him. So I'm going to do that. Unless the curse succeeds. Okay, I needed it to fail, so that's good. That Manicore Rider cannot quite reach this elf if I move him here, neither can the cursed one. So that elf is safe there. The spider is safe here. And my horse is safe here. So that gets as many of my units out of that situation as possible. It's possible he may turn around, or no, I think... Oh, that snake might get hit by two things, but that's okay. There's a lot of stuff here to back him up. Alright. I'm going to say that's good enough for now. I want to move some archers up, but let's see. What can he hit? I think the only unit he can hit is the spider. He might go for it. So I'm going to move the hunters, line them up over here. Maybe lean them a little bit this direction, depending on where the Manicore Riders go. And now the one thing I can't do anything about is he might just smack that elf with Hailstorm, but I don't think hail's going to be avoidable in this fight. It's just something I'm going to have to deal with. So, although he may be tempted to go after this larger, more congested group here. I'm going to use this spider to break that fence. Since they have units that fly, it's probably better for me to create routes for my own. Okay. Yeah. They just Vengeful Frosted the poor archer to death. It's okay. They are replaceable at this point. Okay, the Manticore Riders can't quite reach my units back there, but I can't quite reach them either. Alright, well this Manticore Rider took the bait over here, and I'm going to light him up. I'm thinking the group down here is going to have to leave. Yeah, that Orc Priest did his job. He slowed a unit down for a turn. I think it's time for him to go. Unless I can get a web on one of these guys, which is not likely. I think the spider needs to go too. I don't want to lose a champion Dread Spider Queen. And the horse actually probably could get out of this because the horse has phase, so I'll keep the horse around. But the spider is going to need to go. Okay, you phase. I have the horse phase over here, I think. He'll be in range of both of the Manticore Riders, but it's actually okay if they go after him. The priest has got to go. Archers, I'm going to back up. We're going to lure them into going after somebody and running in the middle of a bunch of archers. And it's probably going to be the horse. So I need these archers out of range, but still kind of in range to help with a counterattack, should they need to. I keep saying archers. I know there's a shaman mixed in there. Let's see, he can reach there. I would rather him go after the spider. That would be better for me. But the Unicorn Rider is definitely more isolated. I want to get all the archers up as far as I can. Now, as for this guy here, I think I'm going to try to hit him with a stun. If that doesn't work, it's okay, because it turns the snake around, allowing him to back off. That Warbreed is coming. And he is going to get a hit in on the snake. Let's see, that's 10 to 15. That's 10 to 14, so regular arrows versus Manticore Riders. Critical hit takes out half that thing's health in one burst. Wouldn't mind finishing off with him off with that snake, but I kind of also want to heal that snake. So I could finish him with this snake, because this snake's going to be out of range of that troll. Except he probably has resistance to it. Yeah, that's alright. We'll spit at him anyway. It still was a level. It counts. Alright, I'm going to move these guys down as far as they can go. And kind of have them sort of abandon this northern... Actually, I'll move them here. Because there's still a couple units up here I'll need to deal with. And that high elf just left himself vulnerable to a flank attack by a Warbreed. That's not good. I may have to guard his flank with my hero. But the hero... They've got Hero Slayer. So I have to be careful about that too. Maybe he's got a spell that could help. He is out of casting points. That thing could one-shot my... Well, at least the Frost Elemental can't reach it. He could potentially one-shot that poor archer. He cannot one-shot the snake. So what I think I'm going to do is actually use Nourishing Meal on the archer to make sure it lives or survives this attack. I don't want to expose my hero to potential damage. So now he's got 53 health. I'll have that guy defend, defend, defend. All those guys are on defense. And then everyone else just needs to move up. Let's continue to knock these little fences out of the way. And I need to get some Awakened Spirit up and running on these animals. I probably should have moved the Shaman to that spot and done that to the spider, but that's okay. We'll get it used later. Okay, it's just an absolute horde over there. Hopefully he'll try dispelling some of my stuff instead of hitting me with hailstones. Like maybe try dispelling Awakened Spirit or something like that. Or Nourishing Meal. Just something to get him off my back with that stupid water spells that he keeps using against me, which have been quite effective. Alright, he's going after my unit. I'm the one doing a crit there, which is good. And that archer's taking a hit as expected. Okay. Alright, now the elf is gonna need it. Wait, they've taken... How did they take away both his action points? Is it because he was crippled? It was probably because he was crippled. I don't know. I thought they each only hit him once and he retaliated once. No, I guess the first one did hit him twice. Never mind. Yeah, I'm just wrong about that. Let's see. That Goblin Big Beetle is going to kill that unit. I don't think that I can stop that from happening. Yeah. Unfortunately, I think the horse is going to die. Alright, well, let's start up here at the top and see what I can do. The Frost Elemental is a bit of a problem here. And the Warbreed. But I do have Monster Slayer on all my archers. What I think I might do is fly up here and use a crossbow to turn the Warbreed around. Letting my archers back off and fire some shots. Got another Manticore Rider coming right up the middle. Now I have to kill that Warbreed in one round of combat here. Fortunately, Elf Hunters are extremely mobile and do a frick ton of damage against those units. Let's see, that's 15 to 23 versus 15 to 23. Either one is the same, so... One more round of arrows, volley of arrows should do the trick. Just trying to decide about what to do with the ice elemental in this situation here. Can't kill that with the snake. I'm gonna check something. How many shots is it gonna take to guarantee a kill? Okay, only 2. So it's okay to move this guy here. He will finish that thing off. Then I want this snake that's at full health right there That thing can frostbite stuff, it can chill stuff. I'm gonna move this snake over here. Like right back there. Because I don't want the manticore and the elemental to hit him. I would rather replace an archer than a snake. The snakes are not as replaceable. I guess this guy technically is. It's a bummer losing that unit because I think that's the unicorn rider I started the game with. But I don't see a way of saving him because he can't move unless I cast Revitalize. Is it worth casting a 24 mana spell to save one unit? I might do that. I could have used Beast Horde, but I kind of wanted to do this battle without using spells because I'm trying to cast Wild Hunt. I'll decide that in a minute. Let's see what we can do about the middle. I think this guy is more or less set, but what happens with him is kind of tied to what happens with these guys. Technically speaking, they could go after that archer and kill it, unless I can move another unit into that spot to prevent that from happening. And I may do that with the Storm Sister. She's got a ton of health. I'll move her there. That kind of protects that archer from getting smacked. The tiger I would like to use as bait. He would have actually maybe been a better person to put there. But I'll stick the tiger up here and see if anything goes after him, because he's technically a weaker unit, so maybe a more tempting target? I don't know. Well, the best I can do with these manticores is while their back is turned, light them up with as much firepower as I can to at least try to drop one of them. So that's what I'm going to do. I probably will not kill even one of them here, though. Let's see. Can I move in? That's another shaman. Not particularly useful in this situation. I need more archers. I don't have enough in this immediate area. Or a Storm Sister that could potentially get a lucky stun. Man, I liked fighting Mogwai on the water better than on the land, guys. I need more Griffin Riders. I need something... Well, actually, even Griffin Riders would be weak to his poison. Mogwai is just going to be kind of a pain. I could see him being the one that lasts the longest if it wasn't for his geographic position. But he's closer to me, so I'll probably end up taking him out next after the Dreadnought, but... let's see. I can try to web. That may be my best option. Let me see how much damage I can do between all these guys. That's 9 to 13 versus 9 to 13. So the type of arrows used does not matter. I do have actually an entangle option, which I'm going to try to use, I think. Ooh, I got it. All right, that helps. Could I get the web too? That would be awful nice. At least now I know which one to shoot at. That spider's got plenty of health, so the beetle by itself won't kill him. Okay, now the beetle plus that guy might kill him. I don't want to lose that spider, so... I need to try to soften this guy up. And I need to do a little bit of math on this. He can get hit twice, and he can get hit twice. And that one could do up to 20 plus 14, 34 damage. Well, no. The flank's going to be more. somewhere around probably 35 damage-ish. And then this guy, if he flanks, is going to do more. Maybe around 25-50% twice. I think the spider will still live through all of that. I am going to probably... Oh, wait, that guy can't buff it because he's already used his buff. I wish I could get one more space and give Feral Mount to the Manticore Rider. I'm not quite close enough. Alright, I'm just going to have all the rest of the units around here converge. That guy is going to go in for some... You know what? You can go there. That's fine. Going to go in for some XP. Storm Sisters can close in down here. And the rest of this army, I think I want up here dealing with this mess. That guy's got to go after somebody on this turn. I'll add another archer to that line there. And try to back the Storm Sisters off to get them out of the range of that. And then just have to decide where this last archer is better used, whether north or south. I've got a lot of archers up there in the north. But in the south, it's really only 3 units, and one of them is stuck. So I think I'm going to leave him right... No, I'll pull him south, I think. I'm pretty sure these guys up north have got... No, wait, I do want him to go up north. The reason is, if this guy goes after that hero, I may need to divert some of these archers to assisting the hero, and I might need the extra firepower here. So we're going to move him there and see what these guys do. Okay, I think everyone is set up where I want. So I'm going to go to the next turn. Oh, wait. Yeah, do I want to get him out of there? Probably. I'll pull him out. He's not stuck or anything. He's just crippled. All he needs to do is move 1 space, so yeah. We'll spend the money. Get out of there. Alright, who are you going after? It looks like he wants to... Okay, that's fine if he wants to just go sit on defense. That guy's just going to move and take a hit. I think he made a lot of really dumb moves here. He did freeze my tigers into little cat sickles. They look kind of funny. Oh, it doesn't show you there. I don't know, for some reason that just amuses me. Oh, bright blue tiger. He's made a lot of mistakes here, I think. Didn't actually kill anything and left a lot of units vulnerable. But this guy is still on defense, which is a problem. Alright, let's start from the bottom and work our way up. We have a Manticore here that moved and went on defense, but he doesn't have a ton of health. You have the ability to turn around to us and assist with what's going on up there, which is probably what I'm going to use her for. I'm going to use this one to zap the beetle and turn it around. And immolate it, apparently. I think I'm going to want the spiders to use up some of this guy's movement. We'll have the little one go here and just take movement off of him. And if I can sap his movement 2 more times... Yeah, I've got a plan here. Now, I entangled him. Yeah, he's got 1 more turn, and then next turn I'll need to do something about him. I think I'm just gonna soften him up and finish him off. Definitely, I think regular arrows seem to be the way to go. Okay, that definitely helps a lot. Who wants the finishing blow here? We'll give it to the shaman. Just go hit the guy. Oh, he had first strike. That's right. Well, he got a lot of XP. Alright, spider. Let's finish this guy off because he can't currently move. He can retaliate though, so I'm going to want to soften him up with some arrows. 18, it's 18 either way, same. Okay. Ooh, that crit was nice. All right. All right, now I just need to leave whoever has to be down here. Okay, I'm gonna want the Storm Sister to go back up because the bottom is taken care of. And can you actually, you can't stun that guy. Okay. Well, zap him as many times as you can. I'll take more crits. One of these groups is standing in forest, so they're gonna crit more. Archers are not very useful against those elementals. Nothing really is, actually. What are these guys made of? I mean, aside from frost. They've got a lot of frost protection. I think they may have... Yeah, there it is. Projectile resistance. Nuts. That's going to make this a lot harder up here. I might need another spell to avoid losing anything. I do have Resurrect, so if one of my units goes down, I could get them back up. It's not worth casting on like a tier 1, but if a snake or something like that goes down, then it might be worth doing. Let's see here. I think the Storm Sister may be able to pretty effectively absorb this thing's action points, as long as she can avoid getting frozen. There we go. He didn't cast Relentless Army, so may as well make use of that. That does, however, leave her flank wide open to attack by this guy. And my hero is really limited with Mogwai having Hero Slayer up on what he can do. I could run around and stun him, though, but that requires me to get past this guy here, who's being a massive pain. Might need to summon another Ancestral Spirit to distract. But if he's on defense, I won't be able to slip by anyway. Would have been really nice if that tiger didn't get stunned. Okay, I think what I'm gonna do... These snakes are resistant to some of the poison damage that these things do. So what I'm gonna do is move the snake up, move my hero down, and use my hero to heal the snake. Which he can't do because he doesn't have healing yet? Did I forget to send him a potion? Wait, he doesn't... Oh my gosh. He doesn't have healing yet. Okay. Well, in that case, Awaken Spirit on this snake. It's going to need it. That's too much potential damage and retaliation. Oh, nuts. That messes things up a little bit. How can I play this? How can I do this? He's just... That shaman is just out of range to do anything helpful. Anyone who's down here just needs to start heading back this way. Because they'll at least be able to help on the next turn, but this turn's going to be ugly no matter what. That Storm Sister is in real danger of getting killed. And the Frost Elemental just doesn't care about anything. I'm going to have to summon an Ancestral Spirit or use some sort of spell here. I could Holy Cure the snake, but then I can't do the Ancestral Spirit. Revitalize might give me access to some option that I would not otherwise have. But I can't entangle these guys, so it wouldn't be useful on the shaman. Yeah, I'm not really seeing any good options here. I think the best option is to just use an Ancestral Spirit and try to slow this thing down. Because these guys are really... Okay, good. Because of First Strike, that used 2. I forgot it does that. So all I really need to do is go hit him with, like, a Storm Sister and he can't move. Ah, First Strike worked in my favor there, I think. Now, this guy's going to beat the snot out of this snake, but the snake can take it, I think. Unless he crits. If he crits, the snake's screwed, but I'll have to resurrect him. Okay. And the snake is severely poisoned, but is also resistant to poison. So he shouldn't take the full... He's 8, losing 4 per turn, but he... also has... Wait, no, he has 0% blight protection because he got weakened. So he's going to take 4 damage, but he won't die unless Mogwai uses a spell. And if Mogwai does use a spell, I will use Resurrect to get that snake back. And now, with this guy being... Yeah, the Storm Sisters in melee are... Well, she got frozen, but she did enough. Alright, now that... None of them have any movement left. So it's just a matter of swarm these guys, dish out as much damage as possible, in as short amount of time as possible. Who still has movement? All those archers, it's pretty much everybody up here. Okay. At this point, it's just a shooting gallery. Let's see, that's 35. What's better against the elementals? For the elemental, the magic channel is a little better. I am going to spread these guys out a bit because of the hailstone thing that Mogwai seems to enjoy using. I really want this thing killed. They're actually a bigger problem than the Manticore Riders are. And they'll have their guard down on the next turn, which will make this a little easier. And he can't respond to any attacks, so there's no reason not to hit him a couple times. Alright. He took 3 damage from severely poisoned, 4 damage. Oh, somebody else took damage from being severely poisoned. Nobody died, and Mogwai didn't cast any more spells, so let's finish off just a little bit of business down here. Oh, good. Healing just...
he leveled up. He just leveled up, so he got healing. He'll probably use it on himself. Yeah. Okay, then we just need to light this thing up. Let's go to this angle. See if we can turn him. He's facing straight left. I would like the killing blow to go to this spider if possible. Would be very good experience for him. Could try to web him up again, but I don't like the odds on that. So instead, I'm just going to shoot him. Oh, he's going to crit. So no XP for the spider, but that's okay. Alright, get the heck over there, guys. We need all hands on deck. It's going to take a lot of arrows to bring these things down. Okay. Tiger is unfrozen. Okay. I want to go here, because this is a flank attack. Nice. That poison damage is at least doing something. Oh. He was looking... Oh, I wasn't paying attention to what direction he was looking. I was thinking he was looking straight left for some reason, despite having very clearly shot from this angle. That was just a... That was a... We'll call it a geometry mistake. It's fine. I've got more than enough firepower to finish all these guys off. Let's start with you. Alright, as for you, just shoot arrows. Probably those ones. I don't want him doing a melee attack on this thing, because it might kill him. He fumbled. Not quite enough. We'll, who can kill that thing up there? I would like to give the XP to someone who could actually use it, but, I guess maybe this hunter will hit gold rank. Okay, I think I only lost one unit in all that. Yeah, lost one archer there. That was a heck of a fight. It's gonna make the follow-up battle more difficult because there is still 3 remaining units, but Mogwai's probably out of casting points after all that. So it should be alright. Before I do anything, though, this guy needs healing. Which he doesn't get yet. Maybe for druids it's level 9 for healing. For some reason I was thinking it was 7. Definitely not 7, it definitely is 9. Okay. Man, healing would be nice. Okay, well, I do have a gold rank shaman in here somewhere. Yeah, and he does have quite a bit of health. So what I'm going to do is pull him in to this fight, along with my hero, who has a little bit of healing with Nourishing Meal. Those guys are all basically stuck in this fight, but I may be able to move an additional hunter in to support them. In fact, I could... No, I'm only doing 2 groups this time. Sending another one out to the side is just going to cause them to attack me from weird angles. I'm going to only bring one of those snakes in. The other one is a little too beat up. Storm Sister for stuns. Another shaman. Oh, maybe better to get some tougher spiders in here. I want good units in for this one. I don't actually have a lot in terms of archers here, but I do have several spiders that are at pretty good health, so I'll probably be alright. Man, Mogwai is just getting more and more powerful as time goes on. Alright, let's focus on getting some heals. I'm gonna try to top off the health on that snake first, and then maybe use it to tank a couple hits. This seems like the perfect spot for him. Again, we want to keep the hero out of the main conflict here. I'm gonna go ahead and buff his health even further. Actually, we're gonna awaken spirit on him. I could throw a curse. I think I'm gonna try to curse the troll. Have him come in late, let the other two come in early. And these elves just need to stay out of range of that Manicore Rider. It's about as good of a setup as I think I can get. Okay, that's not what I wanted them to do at all. He's not taking the bait like he usually does. Mogwai's been playing some of these battles a little smarter than the computer usually does. He can reach just about anywhere except behind that rock. So, let's put the glassy units behind the rock. Tanky units up front. Glassy units definitely include this dude who's almost dead. Probably really needs to include my hero, who I'm going to have move here and give a buff to that guy. I'm going to leave the Storm Sister kind of on the flank out here. Move the Shaman. The Shaman probably needs to be considered one of the tankier units. I'm going to move all these guys back in here. I need somebody to fill in this gap, which is probably going to be... Let's see, we can put the spider there, the snake here, and the shaman here. The shaman's here, Okay, I think this is going to be alright. Just wall up. Now come on, take the bait, go for somebody. There we go. Oh, she's dead. Oops. I think that was one of my older Storm Sisters that don't have the new fancy Inflict Immolation stuff. So I'm probably not going to bother bringing her back. She was one of the old models, if I remember right. This one is too, but this is the one I've had with me since the start of the game. Yeah, she's champion 7. I evolved her from one of the initiates way a long time ago. Okay, well, they finally let their guard down, but they hit the weak side really hard. So I need to start hitting back. It's only a 20% chance to stun that guy. What I really need is a stun or a... he just went into defense mode there, didn't he? Dang you guys in your defense. They're just moving up and guarding, which is what I would do, but I don't like it when the computer does smart strategies against me. See, I got a 30% chance to entangle. I got multiple attempts to web or stun this guy, but it's the Manicore Rider over there that I'm more worried about. Alright, I want a guaranteed... I want to guarantee myself that this guy will not be able to move. There. He didn't cast Relentless Army, did he? No. He can't cast anything, and I still can. Which might be worth doing. I would web with this guy if it wasn't for the fact that there's a phalanx right there. If the web fails, the spider might be... Well, actually, the spider's got a lot of health. He might be okay. And I could also do this. That takes away his last 2 movements. Alright. Now I've got some mobility here. Freedom to move and do things. Let's go ahead and buff one of those guys. Have you charge in and hit the troll a few times. And now you're panicked. Okay. Good job. I'm just going to start dishing out damage on the Manicore Rider. The troll will heal if I shoot it at all in this turn. Goodbye, horse. He's still alive, I guess, so good for him. Alright. Now I think I can take out the Manicore Rider. I'm going to start with the troll because he's entangled for another turn, so I do have time with the troll. Let's make sure the Manicore Rider goes away. I think a flank attack is in order here. Let's just make sure that it'll kill it. Looks like it should. Surprise. Guy's still got quite a bit of health left. Alright. You. Move up here and end him, please. And who needs healing? I can think of a few. Oops. He ended that battle a little quicker than I anticipated. Okay, holy crap. That was a whole episode, or just about a whole episode, of freaking just fighting Mogwai. That was a massive invasion. And I think it's only going to get worse. I need stuff that can stand up to units that dish out poison damage. I need stuff. Those Manticore Riders are a really good counter to pretty much everything I've got. And the Ice Elementals, too, are causing a lot more problem than I was anticipating. They do have a physical weakness. I think the Frost Elementals do. So Griffin Riders might do okay against them, but they're not going to go toe-to-toe with Manticore Riders. I don't really have any good counter for the Manticore Riders. Even the Earth Elementals would be weak to those. Well, he leveled up. That's fine, but I'm not gonna... Well, he's got, I guess, 2 more levels, so I could spend it on something. Let's give him... You know what? Entangling Touch might come in handy with him playing more of a support role. Oh, I should have gotten him Druidry. Spellcasting would actually be more important. I'm going to save the rest of his points. Oh, wait, hang on. Warm at Night? I'll take that. Because that could come in handy if he sends more Frost Elementals. Alright, then we just got to get this mess cleaned up. And try to get everyone back together. There's a lot of wounded units that could use healing. I'm going to put the Shaman with that stack there. Because they've got some wounded. I'll put spiders with them. Doesn't need to be perfect. I just want to kind of get everybody generally back together. Preferably in some semblance of a triangle. Okay, that's good enough for now. My gosh. What a battle. And that doesn't even start what I gotta do. Now, the Dreadnought stuff shouldn't take us long, though. But I'm gonna have to come back to that in the next episode. I am sorry this whole episode got tied up with basically just one battle. But it was a big battle. And I'm glad that's over with. So, in the next one, we'll move on to the Dreadnought. But I do need to call this one here. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. I appreciate it. Like I said, lots of episodes coming, probably on roughly an every other day release schedule, as long as there's no technical issues. So, planning to do several more today, and just kind of a stream of episodes up until mid-December, at which point I will be leaving for the holidays and not returning until January of 23. So, I'll be off for a couple weeks. But thanks so much for watching, guys. I appreciate it. Hope you enjoyed that chaos there, and I will see you all in the next episode. Special thanks to all my Patreon supporters, including Tier 3 supporters Blitz, Braden, Dawson Horner, Jimbro, Sarah Feingold, and Tarsak. Thanks so much, everybody.